Couple of minutes away from the European market open. Let's chat more about the Fed. Marshall Gittler, head of global FX strategy at IronFX, joins us now. Hi, Marshall. Let's cut to the chase. Has the dollar's 9-month rally come to an end after the Fed's announcement and after announcement meeting yesterday?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. If you look at, for example, the commitment of traders report show that people were incredibly long dollar. The DXY index had a record high long position, and every other currency except for the ruble was short, very big short positions by speculators. So when the Fed announcement came out, of course, the whole market's positioned one way. There was a rush to take profits, and they did. It was a spectacular move. We haven't had a move like that in Eurodollar since 2000, but it did come off. The Eurodollar did come off the highs, and technically, we haven't broken any of the downtrends in Eurodollar or in cable, so I think the dollar's uptrend is still intact.
Does it change your view as to when the Fed will raise rates, Marshall?
Well, yes, as Chair Yellen said, just because they remove the word patient doesn't mean they're going to be impatient. And if you look at the dot plots, they basically lowered their track for raising rates by about 50 basis points a year. So I was expecting them to move in June. Now I think September might be more likely. So the timing is different, but the direction is still exactly the same. And that's what's dictating the path of the dollar.
And the other matter that's interesting, currency analyzers and speculators and all sorts of people, Marshall, is euro parity. When's it going to happen? I mean, 107, as you said, biggest move yesterday, euro dollar since 2000, but some of that move's come back now. I mean, how quickly could we reach parity here?
Well, we have seen spectacular moves. I think I read somewhere somebody calculated at what rate Eurodollar would go to zero at the rate that we were moving before. Parity, I think a lot of that depends on Greece and what happens with Greece. You know, that situation, people have forgotten that this week because of the FOMC, but that isn't improving at all. And with the other rate cuts that we've seen, I think we could see parity by the middle of by the summer as people get ready for the first rate hike by the FOMC.
Any thoughts on sterling, Marshall, very quickly after the budget yesterday and ahead of the election?
Well, I think the elections are injecting a lot of political risk there. The outlook, Governor Carney has been a lot more dovish recently and talking about the threat of a higher sterling to the recovery. I think sterling has seen its best for the time being. I think that's going to head, cable is going to head noticeably lower into the election.
Thanks,
and given the likely result of the election, I don't think that's going to help it either.
Marshall, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Marshall Gittler, head of global FX at IronFX.
On the Move is up next.